Hello Kakuchopurei, it's Lickety, and as you can see behind me, I have a not so small package. Just to prove it, this is me literally leaning against it. So what could this be? The last time you guys saw me receive a box this big was when I got my one-piece TTRacing chair, and they were kind enough to send me another. Hello. Oh, you got it up there, okay, cool. So yeah, accompanying me today is my cat, Mew. Say hello. Help me. Say hello. Not saying anything, okay. Alright, you can go about your business. Where was I? Basically, in August, TTRacing released a new collection in collaboration with Deadpool and Wolverine. The model for the chair was the TTRacing Swift Pro. Are you gonna jump? Okay. This collaboration was to thematically... Can you not hit me? This collaboration was to thematically... Can you stop? I'm gonna come a bit closer. This collaboration was to thematically change the colorway and material of the TTRacing Swift Pro. But for as long as I've known about TTRacing, I've always wondered what is the difference between the Max Air Threads in terms of its silhouette and the Swift Pro. I guess we're gonna find out today, but just before we get into it, if you do enjoy this video, then be sure to like, subscribe if you want to see more content just like this, and obviously ding dong that notification bell to be notified when we upload next, because we upload videos every single week. And with that said and out of the way, let's get down to unboxing this bad boy. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be working with one camera angle today, so I will try to make do and do my best to kind of just show everything that I can. First, let's start by flipping this on its side. Cat, if you do not move, you are going to get squished. There we go. Start by cutting this. You gotta be careful, man, otherwise I'm going to end up cutting you. He just goes crazy for like the sound of like plastic or cardboard getting cut. I'm probably going to keep this box as well for a little bit because he really loves boxes. Right, so like the first thing to come out will be the legs. And then you've got the, I believe this is the tilt mechanism. I'm just going to tear apart because why not? And then you've got the beauty itself, the back of the chair, which you can barely see right there. Bring it in a little bit closer, a lot of fine, nice details on it. Ooh, it's leather. I'm gonna keep this in its plastic just in case my cat scratches it. So I'm just gonna put this at the side for now. These two boxes, these are gonna be the wheels, I assume, and then the screws, if I am not mistaken. So we've got the back cushion, and then we have the base of it here. There you go. It's sideways at the moment, but yeah. You can place this here now. So if you can't see, I just have the back of the chair here. And last but certainly not least, we have the armrests, which are extremely padded. Wow. So the first thing I noticed upon opening the armrests from this plastic was that they are made out of a suede or felt-like material, as you can see, and they're drastically softer than the armrests on my Max Air Threads chair. This is what comes in it. And then it's just instructions about everything that you'll get inside of the box. And then it will also tell you what to do step by step. Although I don't see the piston. I think it might be in one of those boxes. I'm going to move this first so that I can start working on the base of the chair. I just need to make sure I don't hit the camera. Wow, okay, so this is leather. Rich Italian leather. So this is what it looks like underneath. And if I recall correctly, the base plate for the Max Air Threads is a lot bigger than the one that came with this. Put this down over here, and then I'm just gonna throw this away and open up the back. All right, I'm just gonna unbox these real quick. These are for the sides, okay. The wheels, I have all the screws that I need, and then the piston itself. Alrighty, so that's about everything that comes inside the box. Now, it's time to assemble it. Moving all the further back so you can see, so this is what we've got so far. Rolls like a dream. Next is to put the piston in. Easy. Then next, it is asking me to use the Allen key to screw on the armrests to the base of the chair. So, just before I do this, a big difference that I've discovered is the fact that it's only one-dimensional. Two-dimensional. Essentially, the armrest can only just go up and down, essentially. Unlike the Max Air Threads can go kind of all directions. Up, down, left, right, back, front. There's so much customizability with the armrests on the Max Air Threads. On this, you don't really have that luxury, unfortunately. So this can technically go either side because it's the exact same size each side, yeah. I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm just gonna first start by just unscrewing everything. They've given me 2 Allen keys, but neither of them fit. So, I mean, luckily I can just undo this with my hands, but I'm worried about when I'm going to have to fasten it. Also, I don't know if it's meant to be called the Swift Pro or the Swift X Pro. You know, in like some animes, when it says X, you kind of don't say the X. I'm wondering if it's going down that logic. It's not very stable. I'm gonna put you down like that for a second. And then I'm gonna try and find an Allen key that's big enough. Tighten that. Nice and stable that side. Okay. So keep a note, you're gonna need a bigger Allen key than the one that comes in this. I've got a good feeling that this is probably just a fault in mine. All right, so you're just gonna do the other side right now. Goes kind of there. I'm going to need to try and kind of tip this my way so that I can get it in its hole. Because it's in, but it's not screwing in, if you get what I mean. All right, I just need to tighten this now. All right, now I'm just gonna unscrew the rest of the 4 bolts for the base plate, for the tilt mechanism. It's telling me to do that a lot later on, but it makes a lot more sense to do it now. I know why it's asking me to put this on after I put the back on, because it makes it a lot harder to put the back on when this is on, but I will figure out a way. With the mount base plate on, I'm going to put the back of the chair onto the base. So this is going to be a very awkward angle, but I'm going to put it something like this. Okay, it just tips all the way to the back, never mind. Okay, so what I need to do here is line up these. So this is why it's advised not to do it the way I did it, is because it's a lot harder to slip these onto here when there's something underneath it, essentially. It's a lot easier if it's just flush on the ground. I'm gonna need my Allen keys again. I forgot the bolts are in here. While I unscrew this though, I'm noticing a lot of the detail on the lever and it looks absolutely phenomenal. There's a little shuriken on the side here, which looks absolutely great. I'm not too, yeah, you can just about see it. That's really cool. And then there's like little tad bits of gold as well, which I find so cool. Both bolts done. We're gonna do the right side because there's a little clasp thing that I need to screw onto, so I might as well just work with that. So that slides onto kind of there-ish. Yes, perfect. It's very flush, very nice, very demure. Now this side will be a little bit trickier because I've got to try and align these 2 parts, which is quite hard. You can't really get it flush. So I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. I think I found it. Nope, I have not. Okay, it's a bit angled upwards. Okay, so this kind of just needs to go up a bit. So far, this has been the most challenging part of it. Screw it. Let's just try and bolt the bottom one instead. Let me try and tilt it forward. Oh, that makes it so much easier to see. I'm starting to realize now why you're advised not to put the base on. I think alternatively what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to tilt it onto its back, and then hopefully that should allow it to be a little bit more easier, but it's very close to the ground, so angles may be a bit weird. Okay, I need to try and find the holes. Come on. Oh, I think I got it in. Sweet. This should screw in like a charm. Now it's a matter of getting it into this one, so I just need to angle it in a certain way that makes it fit. Ah, okay. Done! With the main part done, I'm going to now attempt to try and put this onto the wheels you see just here. I'm gonna put you up a little bit higher just so you can watch my misery. I'm going to do this in front of the mirror, so I've just got a little bit better coordination, kind of there. There you go. That was a lot easier than my other chair. I think mainly because my other chair is just heavier. So yeah, finally, I just need to add the finishing touches, which is just to add these panels to the side of the chair. Just do the final touches by putting these screw caps on. And bish bash bosh, Bob's your uncle, and we done. Oh man, this is comfy. This is, okay, I'm starting to see quite a drastic difference, not just in the material, but just like in the overall feel of the chair. I do know that the base is a bit bigger by a couple centimeters. I'm not too sure in which dimension, whether it be lengthwise or, depth or width. Because it doesn't really feel any deeper, but it definitely feels like wider. Next up, obviously the armrests are only up and down. Let's see how high this goes. Oh, it goes pretty high. Whoa. Okay, it's very rigid at the moment because I haven't loosened the tilt mechanic. Okay, so this should be the max. Oh, whoa, okay. There you go, it's unlocked now. Okay, cool. The tilt does feel very different from my chair. I feel a lot more in control of it. Whereas my chair, maybe because of the weight of it, the fact that it's just a lot heavier, probably contributes to why it feels like I'm a lot less in control of my chair's tilt. But this one, I feel pretty in control. So now that I'm currently sitting in it, what is the difference between the Swift X Pro and the Max Air Threads? Specifically between the two chairs that TTRacing has sent me, this one and my Luffy one, there's a difference of roughly 250 ringgit. This chair is currently on sale for 899, and my Luffy chair is 1149. So let's round it up to 1150 and 900. That's about a 250 ringgit difference. So for the extra 250, what are you paying for? The two main obvious things that you're going to be paying for is one, the difference in armrests, and two, the sturdiness of it all, because this chair is drastically lighter than the Max Air Threads. So is it a good alternative for 250 ringgit less? Yeah, you pretty much get the exact same functionality and shape and comfort out of the chair. Yes, you're sacrificing the armrests and the sturdiness, but at 900 ringgit, I think this version of the Swift Pro is a pretty good deal, especially given the fact that it replicates the silhouette and comfort of the Secret Lab Titan, which I said in the last video is just out of a lot of people's price ranges. So if you're looking for an even cheaper alternative, then definitely do consider the Swift X Pro, specifically the Deadpool edition. But say you already have your mind set on buying a TTRacing gaming chair, you just don't know whether you want to get the Max Air Threads or the Max or the Swift or the Swift X Pro. The only thing you really need to be considering is how big is your butt. Like, in my honest opinion, if you're on the bigger side, maybe you're a bit heavier, then maybe I would consider getting the Max Air Threads. If you're perhaps taller, maybe lean, I would also suggest the Max Air Threads. If you're maybe short and a bit bigger as well, I would probably recommend the Swift X Pro. And the reasoning for that is just because the base is just slightly bigger. But otherwise, it's really just personal preference. And yeah, there you have it, the TTRacing Swift X Pro Deadpool edition. Now there is a Wolverine edition which does come in a yellow and blue colorway, but I just had to go with Deadpool because Deadpool's probably my favorite comic book character of all time as well. But yeah, before I tangent and just ramble on and on and on, let's just wrap this up. A big thank you to TTRacing for sending me this chair. I absolutely love it, and I am so happy to add this to my arsenal of gaming chairs. If you did enjoy this video, then be sure to like, subscribe if you want to see more content just like this, and obviously ding dong that notification bell to be notified when we upload next, because we upload videos every single week. Thank you all ever so much for watching. It's been Lickety from Kakuchopurei, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao for now.